We're Rutherford. Two teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. Muscles by at the 25. Up to midfield. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jets are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now Watson going to change the look here. They'll try again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Hey, 31!
They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. You talk about this Jets defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5.
Well, now they'll try the end around. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards there for number 15.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Chase Young.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watson changing the play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 30. Mark him down officially at the 34.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
After the interception, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Alert! First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jets 14, Buccaneers 7.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run the draw play. This is White. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
This is caught by McMillan. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Down, he's coming.
To throw is Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Still going. They can't stop him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You're set.
Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills. Because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. This is fielded at the 27. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Faking the give, now Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To the air yet again, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one will give him the lead here as we approach halftime.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before the break, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He completes it to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He completes it right side to White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, 59!
Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Set.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54's down, he's coming. Down him, go.
Up the middle they go. Connor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Connor. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Watson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jake Ferguson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a couple of the lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Hey, 31! We're set! Out!
Throwing to start the drive. Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jake Ferguson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right? You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, yeah, not the case. Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level. They've been hot so far. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Watson. That is caught on the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution. Off of play action, it's Watson. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Watson looks to throw again. Going right back to Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jermaine Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Open man, it's Palmer. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a... I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now 2nd and 9.
This is it. 55. 55.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A gain of 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Watson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Let's go now.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.